This has officially been the longest since I've uploaded, and honestly, a lot has happened. If you're new here, I'm Appleseed, welcome to my channel, and if you have been watching me, then welcome back, because literally this has been the longest since I've uploaded. I felt like this was an appropriate time to give you guys a little bit of a life update, home update, fall update, if you will. I've just been kind of living in the moment and kind of taking a break from content creation to just really be present, but honestly, mainly because there has just been a lot going on. Also, if you guys noticed, I finally set up my Christmas tree again. He's so gorgeous. I mean, look at him over there, just sitting there. I also moved my money tree and now it sits over here. There's a reason why I moved the money tree over here. It's because I'm trying to do something a little different with the kitchen. I'm trying to do a whole kitchen remakeover thing. I'll talk about it later in this video. Let's just get right into it. One of the things that I did this fall was visit Beacon, New York for the first time. I really wanted to visit the Dia Beacon, which is a contemporary art museum. Aside from visiting the museum, I just also really love visiting upstate towns and small, cute, charming towns in general. Hey guys, we made it to Beacon. It is so beautiful here. It's so nice out. And I am in my fall fit. Got my Uggs on. Because, you know, it's Ugg season. Funny enough, they actually did give me these Uggs for free. I don't even know anyone at Uggs. They just sent them to me. So thank you, Uggs. See, one of my favorite things about visiting smaller towns like this is they always have these really charming spots. Like, for example, we went into this dispensary that was so freaking cute, and there was a lot of history involved. Everything was displayed out so nicely, and as someone who only occasionally partakes, it's really cool to see the evolution of weed itself. The fact that you can just go into a store and buy it as if it was like candy is so freaking cool.
Yep, and then the half-gram Pineapple Express aerated beta.
This might be my favorite dispensary that I've ever been to, and it's actually used to be a police station is what the guy told me. And then they also filmed like the last episode of Seinfeld in there, so that's actually crazy. Yeah, that was such a cute dispensary, guys. And I don't actually smoke, so I just went in there for fun because it looked really cute. So don't think I'd be out here doing the because I don't do that stuff. So yeah. So beautiful here. Yay! Yay! I don't know why I just did that, but I felt compelled to do that because it is so cute here. And oh my god, it literally feels like I'm in the middle of nowhere. Oh my god, guys, I'm in the middle of nowhere. I'm lost. I'm a lost boy. After doing a bit of exploring, we decided to get some lunch at this place called the Piggy Bank. I will say the food was absolutely delicious, but the portions were so freaking big.
Yes, you're at the Piggy Bank. Oink, oink.
Wow. You know how the influencers go like this?
See, that's the sauce I'm looking for at every restaurant. They tap it. A little ASMR moment.
Whoa, that's good. Guys, this pulled pork is so freaking good. Guys, I bought the shirt. I had to. I don't have any self-control. Honestly, it's such a cute shirt. It's so funny. I'm like, literally looks like the shirt I'm wearing right now. Guys, why is there just one plop of snow here? We finally made it to the Dia Beacon, and I will say this is a very, very beautiful museum architecturally. The way the natural light hits during a certain time of day, the way the art is displayed too, I feel like they did a really good job utilizing the space, and I feel like a lot of the art that's in the museum revolves around working with the space that it lives in. Size and scale is definitely a common motif amongst a lot of the exhibits here, and I don't know if that's on purpose or if that's the type of art that this museum chooses to display, but nonetheless, I thought it was very beautiful. This museum's definitely worth checking out. The only thing is, I will say, I did accidentally end up going an hour before closing, so everything that I saw, all the exhibits, was kind of rushed, but that just gives me an excuse to come back, so it's a win-win. We are on our way apple picking. It's the next day. Next up on the agenda is apple picking. I couldn't even remember the last time I went apple picking. I think I was literally a child, so this brought out the inner child in me so much. I had so much fun apple picking. I honestly didn't think I would like it, but it was a lot of fun naturally. And afterwards, they had a bunch of music set up. There was a bunch of games. There was goat racing, which we missed, sadly.
Oh my goodness, yo, look at this baby apple right here. So tiny.
Nonetheless, it was really fun, and the apple orchard itself actually had their own brewery or cidery, one of those, and they sold a bunch of really tasty drinks, and I'm sure they used these apples to create them. And so overall, it was a really fun experience.
She's getting a drink, but she was like, do you want the mac and cheese? So she thinks
Cherry, maple, peach, pumpkin.
Look at all these pumpkins you can buy. Oh my god, look at this one. This one looks so freaky. I like the color though. Oh my god, look how scary this one looks. This one looks so scary. This is just a thought for now, but one of the things that I've been thinking about getting is actually upgrading my rug. So if you're wondering why the lamp is over here now, I did move the lamp. I started reading again, and there is not really any lighting here when I sit right above my couch. And so I moved the lamp over from where the TV is, right next to where the couch is, and honestly, that made a little bit more sense. I did reorder the way the wall is. I kind of just moved the prints around, and that's because I found... So if you're not following me on TikTok or anything, I did post a short video of me finding this on the street, and on one of the scaffoldings was this Arizona poster that says, "I heart big cans," and I literally grew up drinking Arizona. Arizona used to be my go-to drink. It was $1, it was affordable, it was what I could afford, and so when I saw this, I literally was like, I'm going to take that. And mind you, it was one of those moments where I had to just go in and out. I really wanted to film it just so I can kind of put a little bit of like B-roll to show like how I took it, but it was honestly just like I had to walk up, peel it off as carefully as possible because it's really sticky on the back at least, and then I took it home, immediately bought a frame for it and framed it, and now I have it. Y'all, about time, because I've been living here now for how long, and this wall still has not been filled up. Is crazy. But that is honestly where I'm at with this wall, and what I want to do with it is I just need to fill in that half right there. Yes, I still have the default print on this frame. This is the photo that came with this frame, so this is not like one of my photos. This is not like a piece of art that I found, and I just am so ready to change this. I feel like I have to make a plant update every time I film, but I've been selling so many plants on Facebook Marketplace. It has been a really fun process of propagating the plants, taking pictures of it, posting it, and then selling it, and then having people meet me to come pick up the plants. I've also been thinking about opening up an online shop to sell my work, my art, things like that. I feel like I've just always had an entrepreneurial spirit, and so with this plant update, it's more about kind of just the fact that I've been selling a lot of plants. I think I've sold maybe over 15 plants in the last few months, which I know isn't a lot, isn't like the level that is like sustainable as a business, but it's more or less just for fun because I love spreading plants to people. And obviously I'm selling it for like very fair prices than what I normally paid for. And also the plant market isn't the same as it was 2 to 3 years ago anyways. And so I know that some of you guys are probably here for my plants. If you're interested in any of that, I would probably be open to selling them. So let me know if that's something you guys are interested in. If you guys even want to buy my plants. Also guys, I've been filming on my new phone. I got a new phone finally. It's been borderline 6 years since I had my old phone, and now I finally upgraded and got a new phone. So I'm not entirely sure where to look yet. I don't really know where to look in the camera, but I'm getting the hang of it. I also got a mic right here. So if the audio sounds amazing, if you're hearing my crispy voice, it's because I'm mic. Recently, I've been really thinking about buying a printer and creating prints of my work. I used to create prints of my work all the time. Even around the apartment, a lot of the stuff that's hung up on the walls, a lot of the art that I collect is art that I've created myself. There's something really fun about printing your work and creating something tangible. When I started photography, I started doing a lot of film photography, and with film photography, it forces you to not only slow down because you can't really see the images, but you also have to process the film, and then you have to print the film or scan the film. I feel like a lot of people will just take a photograph with their camera and then just never look back at the photograph. Even if they post it on Instagram or social media, they just never look back at it. And so there is something really special about taking it to the next level and creating physical copies of said photographs. Back when I used to print photos, I loved printing it on really special, unique paper. This one, Slick Rock Metallic Pearl by Moab is one of my favorite. Moab is one of my favorite paper companies, but they make this like metallic paper, and I kind of wish I can show you. Let me try to find like a picture that I have. Okay, so I feel like this is not the best example, but if you can see, there's kind of a glimmer, a shimmer that happens throughout the paper when you like tilt it. I've also done a project in the past where I've printed on actual real newspaper. Like it literally smells like a newspaper. I wish you guys can smell it. And I actually only made 30 copies of this, but this is basically a fold out. Images y'all have never seen before, but when you fold it out, it makes like a newspaper. And so on the inside, there's this photograph here, and then on the back is another photograph. And people actually bought it, like people that I don't know in real life. Some of them were my friends that bought a copy, but a lot of them were just people from the internet. And I thought that was really cool that people wanted to buy my art. I'm definitely going to make a separate video about this because I've been just really wanting to start an online business for the longest time. And honestly, there is just no wrong time or bad time to start anything in life. But yeah, I think it'll just be really cool to bring you guys into that whole process and kind of documenting, you know, my journey as, I guess, like a small business person. So a bit of a kitchen update. I have actually been wanting to redo my kitchen. I've been living in this apartment now for 2 years, and my kitchen has completely looked exactly the way it has when I moved in, except for the things that I've put in. But if you look at even just like the back of the wall, it's just a black wall behind the counters and everything. And I've been doing a bunch of research on stick and peel tile backsplash. Right now, I'm thinking between maybe like a green, because green is my favorite color. We gotta stick with green, the central theme of having green stuff. I actually want to show you guys some of the new bowls and plates that I bought for Black Friday. You're gonna love this. Y'all, check out. There is just something so magical, so special, so first world problems about eating out of a fancy diner plate. I feel like food tastes better when it's eaten out of a diner plate. I love diners. Growing up in America, diner culture is like so big. There's this sense of like nostalgia when you eat out of these like really big plates and bowls. And so I figured I've just been eating out of like my IKEA plates and bowls, other than the Heller ones that I have, which are made out of plastic. So I don't even like eating out of them half the time. Sorry, Heller. I would still love for you guys to sponsor me one day. That is no shade to you guys. I mean, literally look at this ramen that I made the other night. Look how good it tasted. Literally just because I ate it out of this bowl right here. It made the food literally look better. I got these at this place called Fish's Eddie. It's a very, very cute, I'll be honest, very touristy home goods store. It's located on 14th Street Union Square, and so if you guys are interested, definitely check it out. It's a very cute store, and they sell these very cute, I guess you can call them retro vintage style china is what I guess you can call it, china, fine china. For a future video, I think you guys would love seeing me do a DIY renovation of the back wall. And then also another thing that I really want to do is I want to take the cabinet doors off. And also, not to be ADHD brain, but I forgot that I have a mic now, so I can speak anywhere and you guys will still be able to hear me so well. And so, oh my gosh, y'all, look. I even bought these little mugs and they're so freaking cute. I'm planning on taking off the door, and then once I take off the door, I'm gonna put all my fancy eating stuff up. You know, put like little decor and gadgets here, and then just have an open shelf concept, because I mean, even looking at it now through the screen, like you guys can see, it looks very cool. Stay tuned for a future video because we're definitely gonna do a DIY. I also have to reorganize a lot of the things in my closet anyways. Even just looking at it now, things need to be reorganized. And it's so funny like how old I sound because I'm getting so excited about a plate and a bowl is not something that I would be getting excited about like years ago. But now I find so much joy in the little things like this that 5 years ago, I would have been like, what is wrong with you? Why do you care about the plate that you're eating out of? But it matters, okay? It matters.
Thank you guys for watching all the way to the end of this video. This Thanksgiving, I celebrated as usual with my family. This time of year has always been one of my favorites just because I really love the holiday spirit of Thanksgiving. And then right around the corner is Christmas, which is just so magical for this Thanksgiving. But most importantly, in general, I am just thankful for all my friends, family, and of course, all of you guys who like watching my content. If you're new here and you really enjoyed this video, then I hope you stick around for more. Anyways, if I don't see you guys by Christmas, then I hope you all have a wonderful holiday, and I will see you in the next one.